You know how you can look up at a calendar and suddenly realize a whole season has just vanished? Spring turned into summer, summer's turning to fall, and you're kind of left wondering, where did all that time go? Well, what if instead of just watching the seasons change, we could actually use them to change ourselves?
I mean, seriously, think about it. What were you doing 6 months ago? What were your goals, your hopes, the things you were worried about? It's so easy to lose track of our own progress when we're just living day to day. But when you step back for a second, you can see just how much is possible in what feels like a pretty short amount of time.
And that's really what we're going to get into here. You know, a year, man, that can feel like a marathon. A month is just a sprint, but 6 months, that's the sweet spot. It's the perfect amount of time for a real transformative journey. It's long enough to see huge results, but short enough that you can actually stay focused and motivated. Okay, let's dive into the first piece of this puzzle.
So the very first step on this journey is to create a map. I mean, you wouldn't just hop in the car for a cross-country road trip with no destination in mind, right? Yet so many of us navigate our lives without any clear sense of where we're actually trying to go. Real transformation, it doesn't just happen by accident. It happens because of intentional design. Now check this out, this slide really nails the difference. Having a fuzzy goal, like save more money, is kind of like telling your GPS to just drive somewhere nice. It's not going to get you very far. But a sharp, specific goal, that's like plugging in an exact address. All of a sudden, your mind has a clear target, and it will subconsciously start guiding all your actions toward it. And this is the core idea. It's about being a pilot in your own life, instead of just a passenger. You know, some people are okay just letting the currents of circumstance carry them along, but others, they decide to grab the wheel and set their own course. This is about choosing to be the author of your own story. And this quote, wow, it just brilliantly illustrates that whole point. Every single day, we're making choices that shape our future. And here's the thing, even choosing to do nothing is still a choice. When you accept responsibility for where you are, you give yourself the power to change it. Okay, so we have our blueprint. We know where we want to go. But a map is pretty useless if you don't have a vehicle, right? And on this journey, our habits, they are the engine that's going to propel us forward. So let's talk about how to build a really powerful engine for change.
Success is almost never the result of one big, dramatic moment. It's the cumulative effect of all these tiny, consistent actions. If you can get just 1% better each day, you'll be nearly twice as good in just 70 days. That's the magic of compounding, and it is a force that can absolutely transform your life.
So here's a super practical example of a habit that can have a huge impact on your financial well-being. It's the 70-10-10-10 rule, a simple but really powerful framework. The idea is you live on 70% of your income, you save 10%, you invest 10%, and you give 10% away. And that giving part is especially important because it helps you build an abundance mindset, which is really the foundation of true wealth. And here's exactly how you can put this rule into practice. First, you just need to know where your money is going. A budget isn't about restriction, it's just about awareness. Second, automate your savings and investments. This takes the daily decision-making and the guesswork out of it. And third, set aside a little time each week to review your progress. This keeps you on track and lets you make small adjustments as you go. So, the crucial point here is this. Motivation is like a spark. It's great for getting you started, but it's not going to keep you going. Rituals, on the other hand, are like a well-oiled machine. They are the systems that will carry you forward even on the days you really don't feel like it.
Okay, we've got our blueprint, we've got our engine. Now it's time to think about the road we're traveling on. The people we surround ourselves with, and the ideas we let into our minds, they will either pave the way for our success or create roadblocks that hold us back.
This is such a powerful reminder that we're social creatures. The people we spend our time with have a huge impact on our beliefs, our attitudes, and our actions. So, over these next 6 months, make a real conscious effort to surround yourself with people who lift you up and challenge you to be your best self. And this brings us to the most important investment you can ever make, the one you make in yourself. The knowledge and skills you pick up will pay you back for the rest of your life. I mean, think about it. If you read just 10 pages a day, you'll get through 6 or 7 entire books in 6 months. That is a powerful way to expand your horizons and unlock your potential.
So take a second and actually think about the people you admire. Who are the authors, the artists, the entrepreneurs who really inspire you? How can you bring more of their ideas and their insights into your daily life? The key is just to be intentional about the information you consume.
We've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about designing your future, mastering your habits, and shaping your world. But look, all of this is just theory until you actually put it into practice. And that's what we're going to talk about next, the power of taking that very first small step.
It is so easy to get bogged down by what we think we lack. But the truth is, we all have the power to create change in our lives, right now. It's not about having all the right resources. It's about being resourceful with what you already have. You are so much more capable than you think. And this is the fundamental choice we all face. We can either be passive, just letting things happen to us, or we can be active agents of change. The next 6 months of your life are a totally blank canvas. What are you going to create? So, I'll leave you with this final thought. 6 months from today, you are going to be in a different place. Time will make sure of that. The only question is, will it be a place of your own choosing? Your future self is counting on you. What's one small choice you can make today to start building the life you really want?